Hello and welcome, Blake District. My name is Kastian, and today we are starting a new campaign in Space Marine, the Mastercrafted version, which is the remake, remodel of the original, the first Space Marine. Space Marine 2 came out late last year, massively popular game. I really enjoyed it. I haven't played the campaign in it, I've just played the multiplayer online stuff. And so when I saw this was coming out, I thought, you know what? I love 40k. I'm a big fan of Warhammer 40k. I like playing it. And painting the models. Sometimes you will have seen models on here. I haven't actually got any behind me. That's silly. I should get them there. Yeah, I thought, well, since this is coming out, I'll start with this one and then play through this campaign of the second one afterwards. And so that's what I'm going to do. But before we do any of that, if you like what we do here, please do like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. If you don't know what to comment right now, wait until the end of the video and I will tell you. But now that I've said all of the fluff about the stuff, let's play Space Marine. Start with the campaign. Part 1, Planetfall. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Yeah, that's pretty standard for 40k. I mean, that's the tagline of 40k. Oh no! Xenos invasion force. Well, I'm guessing it's the orcs from the menu. Macragge. Oh, a Forge World. Okay, where they make all like the vehicles and the ships and things for the Imperium. Ooh. And Titans, which are like building-sized mech suits. Yeah, I can imagine it's pretty absolute. Xenos invasion in progress. Recommended course of action. Exterminatus. Ooh. No, negative strategic value absolute. Okay, deploy capital weaponry. Negative estimated reduction in manufacturing output unacceptable. Liberation fleet. Affirmative minor elements in system estimated time of arrival 5 to 37 days. Delay unacceptable. Loss of strategic assets on Gaia unacceptable. Escalate area denial. Affirmative. Execute request order Adeptus Astartes Ultra. Send in the Ultramarines. Response incoming. Deploying the Ultramarines. And that's us. Yeah, Exterminatus is like the last resort of the Imperium. If there is a planet that is being held by Xenos forces or Chaos forces, Xenos being aliens, and there's like no chance of getting the planet back, they execute Exterminatus, which is just blowing the whole thing up. And ooh, there's a couple of like cathedral ships and things floating in space. That's not good. Okay. And in comes the Thunderhawk. The Stark Cruiser Fury of Descent. Objective secure the Titans. I think we're going to be playing Titus, who, if you have watched the secret level thing on Amazon, there he is, the man himself. He's in that. He's he's the main character in that secret level episode. Ooh, they have up-resed it quite a lot.
The orcs have massacred the Forge World's forces. And they have taken the planetary defense weapons.
Are they first form Marines?
Clever of the damned orcs. Keeps us off their backs while they loot the Titan war machines.
Brace for evasive maneuvers.
Pilot, report.
Starboard engine is dead, Sergeant. We're losing altitude.
Get the ship to safety. We find another way down.
Hi, Captain.
I think they are. I think they're first one. I don't think they're Primaris. Jump Axe! Leaping into action! So yeah, on the tabletop, Space Marines have become much bigger. They've undergone what's called the Rubicon Primaris.
This is your plan.
Where they got like a bunch of extra
need to get to the
organs put
surface
in
to
them
take
and
out the gun battery.
made bigger.
Or do you want to go home already, Sergeant?
Not before having a word or two with the orcs.
That
Is
tracks.
that wise, Captain? The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Try to keep up.
The Codex Astartes, written by the Ultramarines Primarch, like the father of their gene seed, basically wrote the rules rules that all Space Marines should follow. Rules of engagement, all that sort of stuff. This is cool. Yeah. But the Firstborn are like this. When you look at classic tabletop, the Orcs has got them shooters, and this is pretty powerful shooters by the looks of it. If you see like the stubby-looking Space Marines, that's because they're Firstborn Space Marines. Oh, we're just dropping the jump there. Oh, I'm straight in. Okay. Oh no, there's grots. Lots of horrible grots, which are small orcs. Gretchen grots. Oh, there's a boy. That's a proper orc. These is proper orcs, these. Oh god. So orcs, for those of you who don't know anything about Warhammer 40k, so Space Marines are like genetically modified humans. They are the elite of the elite, and are usually sent in when there is a problem too big to be resolved by like the Imperial Guard, who are the like the regular army. Oof. Give me back my health, alright. So yeah, they have like a whole bunch of extra organs and extra like they're designed to survive more or less any environment, made stronger than humans, faster than humans. Whoa, that's a big boy, that's a war boss if ever I did see one.
Ah! Get off my ship, Space Marine!
No! He's in for a crumping, I think.
You're gonna die!
Combat roll! Chokeslam. Okay, yeah, so they, yeah, like I said, the elite of the elite, they're the ones that are sent in to deal with the bigger problems that the Astra Militarum or the Imperial Guard just can't handle.
Space Marine!
Not if I can get there first, you ugly little thing. Oh, rotate the turret. Okay. And orcs are mushroom men. Originally based on like football hooligans in the UK, but they are like fungus people, and the fact is that they grow so quickly. There's so many of them, and they love nothing more than to crump, which is to get in a melee combat and just beat the living doodads out of whatever they're looking at. And they sort of slap the vehicles together from whatever they can find. I love the orcs. Most orc players are fun people. They're there for a good time, not a long time. They also, like, orcs operate on the power of belief, because they're like slightly psychic. Like every orc is slightly psychic, and if enough of them believe that something is real, it becomes kind of real. Okay, we're alright. What happened to our two mates? Where are they? I can't tell what our rank is. I think we are. Did you say captain earlier? I think he said captain.
Captain Titus, come in.
Thank you
Damn
for answering my
orcs
question.
shot me off course. I've had no word from Leandros, but I'm picking up Vox chatter from Imperial Guard forces on the ground.
I scarcely thought anyone would be left alive, much less still fighting.
Good on him.
Heading towards the front lines now.
I will meet you there.
Veteran Sergeant Sidonus. Alright. Against all odds. Just take a look at me now. And that's as much as I can sing.
Kill 'em all! When did humans get so big? Space Marines!
Yeah. So we have a bolt pistol and a combat knife, it looks like. I hope we can get better weapons, because combat knife is fine, but not really. I'd like a chainsaw at the very least.
Remain calm. Evacuate
Start
in
getting
orderly fashion.
properly
Public
stuck in
disturbances
with the
will not be
orcs.
tolerated.
Okay, so that's the way I'm supposed to go, quite clearly. But I just blew up a little entryway up here. So let's see if there's something up here. There is a servitor. Oh god.
Workers, assemble.
Caleb, there you are. The Shiring brothers are saying we're under attack.
Brothers are idiots, Lilith.
They were right though,
These
weren't they?
rocks in the sky.
Xenos, here. Damn right.
And yet here they are. So yeah, like there are different types of orc. You got the grots, who are like essentially goblins. Then there's the proper orcs. But the problem is orcs don't stop growing.
Access authorized.
Oh hell
The
yeah, I got a
Emperor be
bolter.
with you, Space Marine.
Thanks.
This way, boys.
I'm gonna kill him too.
What was he saying? So they just don't ever stop growing. So like, you get some orcs that are massive. Gazkul Maguruk Thraka is like the leader of the orcs, and he's a great big stonking orc.
Find cover, you lot!
Yeah, he's also named, fun fact for you, he is named Gazkul Maguruk Thraka. Maguruk Thraka was the name given to him because it sounds like Margaret Thatcher. He was made to make fun of Margaret Thatcher, who was a Prime Minister in the UK.
Destroy them!
That's the plan. Get them orchies.
Here they come.
We don't need a way out, mate. Don't know why I'm speaking like an orc to the orcs. I'm a space marine. I should speak properly. I'm also an ultramarine, which, you know, we're the goody two-shoes of the goody two-shoes. And that doesn't necessarily mean, like, the people who care most about humanity. Those are the salamanders, my precious boys. But the ones who never disobey orders and all that sort of jazz. Is this ammo? It is ammo. Great. Love that for us. Alright. They blow up nicely, don't they? They sort of explode when you shoot them enough. Keep doing that for a minute. Right, okay, sorry I got stuck in there. And who's this? Who's this young man? You can just shoot his legs off, that's a bit rude. Alright, well, you know, you got him. Okay, he's dead. Hey, dude.
Leandros,
Oh, it's Leandros.
are you wounded?
The Codex Astartes warns against using jump packs to leap blindly into enemy fire, and for good reason.
Your days as a novice are behind you. Why do you still interpret the Codex so narrowly?
Right, so it's like...
I looked at its rules for guidance.
We all do.
but you can't just strictly
There are also
follow them.
benefits to thinking for yourself.
Correct. Yeah, that's definitely a firstborn helmet. These guys would be stubby little guys on the tabletop. which is
Enemy
fine and
sighted!
fun. Get out of it, you lot, you horrible little grots. Right, back to me, Bolter. Now grab my armor, thanks very much. Come on then, Leandros, where are you? Running backwards and forwards. Does it tell you to do that in the Codex Astartes? I don't think so. Running around like a headless chicken. Not something Roboute Gulliman wrote down.
We make for the defense cannon, Captain.
Sedona's picked up local Imperial Guard communications. They survived under the shadow of that gun. I want to know how.
More audio logs.
Personal message cache. Guardsman Thomas Alexander.
Keep firing! Keep firing!
Oh, I didn't get there in time to save them. That's some of the Imperial Guard, these guys here. They are considered largely expendable by the Imperium. The life expectancy is not exceptionally high.
The Adeptus Astartes are here. The Emperor's Angels of Death.
Yeah, the Emperor's Angels of Death, you heard there. That is what they are called, the Space Marines. They're called angels by many of the Imperium's citizens and guardsmen, because they fall from the sky in like drop pods and all sorts of stuff like that, and when they turn up, it tends to be to do great violence. So Angels of Death. Get out of here, you lot. Leave our poor boys alone. Well, boys and girls. Guardsmen.
My lord, you have saved us.
So yeah, they're considered to be like, I don't know,
Rise, Guardsman. You saved yourself.
because they worship the Emperor as a god.
We thought you did.
They consider
We would be,
them
my
to be
lord,
sons of the Emperor.
if
or
not for the
grandsons,
lieutenant.
technically.
Where will we find this lieutenant?
At the front lines, follow the trench network to the lieutenant's command bunker.
Carry on, Guardsman. We rendezvous with Sedonis. Then we find this
Sorry if you can
lieutenant.
hear that over the thing.
We need updated intel on the gun battery.
Sidonis.
Through
so
here, my lords.
you
Head
see
up
the
the upper
little
level and continue through the plaza. The bunker is beyond that.
studs that he's got on his head. They indicate years of service. So I think gold ones, which he has, are like 5 years, maybe? I want to say 5 years. I could be wrong. But yeah, they get studs
Remarkable.
implanted.
A few hundred against 1 million orcs.
Sure, how old
And
we
they
are.
fight on.
Only in
No.
death does duty.
Get off! My legs.
No, 50
I
years,
can't
not
feel
5
my
years.
legs.
Sorry.
I got to see a space marine before the end. God Emperor, watch over those who fight in your name.
5 years, what an umpty. No, I think they're 50 years each. So Titus has been serving for at least 100 years. Space Marines don't really age. They're semi-immortal. They don't tend to live to see old age because they tend to die. But like, yeah, they are. I don't think they're actually immortal, but they can live for a stupidly long time.
Captain, I'm
Hello.
in position at a broken monument near the guard lines.
Okay. Well, then we'll find you there.
Quotas must be met.
They have improved
despite
the
alien
controls, I think, because my
Delinquency is no front.
what I was told when I first sort of talked about, because when I first got Space Marine 2, I said to someone, should I get Space Marine 1? And they were like, the controls are janky, but these handle pretty similarly to Space Marine 2.
Sergeant, I see you found something to keep you busy.
Worry not, Captain. I've saved some orcs for you.
How generous of you, Sedonis.
The orcs have got that gun well defended, no mistake. But
Typical orc behavior would be to dismantle or destroy the gun.
And certainly not use it to keep our forces at bay.
I mean, if they find a good shooter, they're just gonna shoot. They love Dakar.
This day is getting interesting.
Is their leader the person we met on
I
the...
may have encountered the Orc during our jump to the surface.
Yeah.
That was the orc ship I saw crash near here, I take it. Did he
Oh,
survive?
heck yeah.
If the Horde hasn't turned on itself, it's
There's
still
my
under his control.
chainsaws, look at that. Yeah. Which is just exactly what it sounds like. It's a chainsaw, but also a sword.
Through here.
It's so unnecessary. Chainsaws are usually quite good for sort of striking a lot of smaller, less tough targets. Unfortunately, all orcs are pretty tough, apart from grass. This is fun. I like, yeah, I only really started, I've always liked the lore of Warhammer 40k. It's not the most, like, fun and friendly lore in the world, but, as you can imagine, from a grim, dark space game, but, yeah, I've always enjoyed it. I only started playing it, though, like, this past year. So I've only just recently been in the position to, like, find models and start painting them up, and I have got some Space Marines that I've painted. I've got some Tau that I'm painting up. I'd stopped painting them for a while, but they've just updated the rules in the latest sort of balance document in the tabletop game, and so I was like, you know what, I might give them another go again, because I like their story and their cool mech suit wielders, and it's a good time.
Target that squig!
Oh no, bomb squigs. Squigs are another type of orc that they tend to either ride if they're big enough, or they just strap explosives to them and send them running at the enemy. Like you just saw. I think Delta just got blown up by a squig. Yeah, the squigs are like little piggy orcs. Not today, squig. There's gonna be another one. I know there's gonna be another one. They won't just throw one at us. There's gonna be like at least a couple more. See?
Look out, dropship!
God, that's a janky looking dropship. Yeah, literally, they just sort of slap stuff together and go, we believe this will fly, so therefore it will fly.
There's too many of them.
Okay.
They never stop.
Protecting our little boys. How you doing? Oh, good for you, Leandra's getting stuck behind the wall there, making sure you're safe. Yeah, I'm not worried about you boys. Come and get some. Stick it to them, lads. Okay, ow, ow. Okay, maybe I'm a little worried about you. Ow. Please stop shooting me, it hurts. Can't die to regular boys, that would be depressing.
Dropship incoming!
I'm a captain of the Space Marines. I can't die to regular orc shooting. Explosion! I just tried to parry, which you can do in the second one, which is not in this one. It would seem. Okay. I think we did it. Oh! Is that a knob? Ow. Ow. Mashing, 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 mashing. Okay, cool, good, excellent. Alright. So the knobs are the leaders of the Orc boys.
Space Marines, thank you.
And they usually
We
have a
thought
little
we
bit
were
better
done for.
armor and weapons.
Where is your commander, Guardsman?
Inside, but the door is sealed.
I believe they will let us through.
we
Imperial
lost
Guard,
so many.
we are Ultramarines. Open this door.
Knock knock. We are the angels of the Emperor.
Space Marines.
Yeah, that's what we said. Space Marines. The joke is often that these guns, the las guns, are referred to as the flashlights because they are
Word from the second wreckage.
not very
Another horde of
strong.
the Greenskins are headed here from the south.
And as you
Damn
see, they do
Gretchen stuck a knife in Saul's throat 2 nights ago.
little laser beams. They're looking a little rough.
Reinforce their position.
Seen
Hold the line.
better
And
shape.
stay alive.
Aye, Lieutenant.
Okay, so there's a lieutenant here who has been running everything, and she's a woman. No, it's cool. They
Thank the Emperor.
the guard, the custodians.
Second Lieutenant Mira, 203rd
Custodians,
Cadian
sorry.
Regiment.
Captain Titus of the Ultramarines.
You were in command.
And the
I'm all that's left,
agents
my lord. Unless my commanders rise
tend to
from
be
the
more
grave.
diverse in terms
So far, they
of
seem
male,
content to
female.
stay put.
And then there's the Sisters of Battle, who are usually all female, and then there's the Space Marines, who are all male.
Damn. I sent
Though
out
that could
10.
change. They change they adapt and change the law all the time because obviously
That
when it was
damn
written,
gun.
it was
We don't have the numbers to make an assault.
like
and as you might have seen, it's shooting down
a different
all our
time.
support vessels.
and it's about time that they start like updating the law to
Come
let
with
it
me then.
feel more inclusive.
I should warn you, my lords. We've got a slight orc problem down here.
You don't say, Mira. Don't know.
Genetic scan complete. Adeptus
curious,
Astartes. Access authorized.
Fury. Oh! Wait, Fury? We're not Blood Angels.
What do you know of the Titans on this planet?
Only that our troops were sent to guard the Titan
Fury's not
Invictus
really a
at
Space
Manufactorum
Marine,
Ajax.
like a generic
But
Space
that was 2
Marine thing.
weeks
I
ago,
didn't think.
and we've lost contact with them.
We need to reach that Titan.
Your fastest route is across the rail bridge behind the gun complex. It leads directly to the western gates of the Manufactorum.
Alright. Thank you for your help. I think she just got a model on tabletop
Get me that field
as
manual.
well.
Stuck on
Like an
bloody
official
Forge
model,
World
which
and
is
not a
great.
single tech priest in sight.
Because before now, people had sort of like proxied their own or 3D printed their own like female characters and stuff for the guards and things. But like Mira, I think just got one herself, and that's bad.
Digger! Digger!
Form a down firing line.
Not today, you silly horses. Leave the precious boys alone. They're little and small, and easily squished. Alright. Kept them all alive! Look at that! They're thriving. They're doing great. Never didn't have it. That sounded bad. I'm not going to turn around to check on it.
Not in the disease ward, Dominus. What's wrong with her?
Orc projectile to the leg, Magus Cassian.
Amputations are down the hall.
Well, I shall pretend.
I think that's a Tech Marine.
No implants.
Not
Just
Tech
get rid
Marine.
of her leg and stitch her up
Adeptus
fast.
Mechanicus
We're at war.
priest. I said Dominus there. Admech are sort of the technicians. They believe in, they worship machine spirits, and so they tend to... They also believe that, in their words, the flesh is weak, so they cybernetically enhance themselves. They're pretty diverse as well, actually. They've got a lot of male, female, and non-binary representation, which is great.
Kill the Space Marines!
Oh. Leave them alone. They're only little. Alright, well that... Okay, well that's how expendable they are. I think that was probably one of... Well, it doesn't matter which side it was, honestly. Orcs don't really care about whether or not the other orcs stay alive, and the Imperium, it does not care about whether or not guardsmen really stay alive. It's a very World War I tactic, kind of throw enough bodies at the problem and eventually it goes away, surely. Which isn't my fave. But it is very on brand for the grimdark future. Oh, hello. The heavy bolter. Who doesn't love a heavy bolter? Get him, Leandros. One of my favourite things about the tabletop game is when you are firing something like a heavy bolter, it has the ability called sustained hits, which means if you roll a 6, because on the tabletop you use only d6s to
the orcs hold the trenches beyond the ruins and the battlements beyond that.
Oh, what?
And the gun battery.
The orcs took it almost as soon as we got here.
Sad.
Nearly 2 weeks ago. Our unit was the only one.
You roll d6s to sort of see if you hit and wound and things like that.
Now none of our ships can get past the gun.
But sustained hits 1, or sustained hits, means you've shot them so well, you've somehow got more shots out of it. And I don't know like what the actual representation of that would be, but it's like, oh, I shot them so hard, my bullets split off into 2 more bullets. And I always find that very amusing. There's also lethal hits, which is like, you hit them so hard, you punch through their armor. So you don't need to try and wound them, you know that you hit flesh. Alright. I'm coming. Sorry. There's a box here that lets me have something.
Weapons authorization confirmed.
Ooh, a stalker
Access
bolter.
granted.
Oh, hello. Okay. Alright, I'm into that. Let's see what we can do with the stalker bolter. Because there's assault bolters, regular bolters, stalker bolters.
That's where the orcs breached the gun battery.
And a couple of other heavy bolters and a couple of other types of bolters.
There just aren't enough of us.
You have survived this long on your own, Lieutenant. You have done well. But you are no longer alone. When
Yeah.
you take the gun, you will get your reinforcements.
Now you got the Space Marines.
I'll hold you to that, Captain.
You do it. You hold me to it. I got this. I'm Captain Titus.
We're heading back to the command post, Captain. Good luck.
Sectors 29, 30, 34. Injured workers should seek treatment in Sector 46.
There's been stalkers. There it is. I want to try it out a little bit. I don't know how good it's going to be, but... Ow. Ow. Did they just get hit by like a rocket launcher?
On the high ground.
Yeah, I'm seeing them. That hit me real hard.
Takes more than that to kill it all.
No, it doesn't. The bolt rifle and bolter ammunition is like basically these gigantic, like 50 caliber slugs, essentially. So they punch through so much. Come on now. Poke your little head out. Poke your little orky head out. I wanna give it a present. That's the present I wanted to give it. Which is why so many things that get shot with the bolters kinda explode. Because I don't know if you've ever seen like a watermelon hit by a 50 caliber round, but there's not much left of it. It's a grisly situation, the grim dark future, where there's just a lot of messy ways to die. I think I'll switch to my bolter. I like the Stalker Bolter a lot. It takes a lot of time to aim and shoot. Right now I'm more of a run and gun kind of a man. Checking around, see if there's any more audio logs. I don't think they're gonna get me anything, but it's like always good to check.
Who wants to kill? Come against.
Alright. Tad unnecessary, but fair enough. There it is, see? Yeah, I don't think they're gonna like get me anything, but
Just get the ship out of orbit, pilot. Lieutenant Mirror. The orcs cut off our reinforcements.
Mirror-less,
Damn it!
I think
I
is the
suggest
name.
we move the unit to a more defensible position, sir. Do it! And make sure...
Find cover, Marines!
Alright. Yeah, I know how to regain health at this point. It's just we haven't really come across anything for me to stun.
For your company, boys!
There we go. I got one. And that should heal me right up. Lovely.
Once we get through these
battlements,
battlements, we will use the breach caused by the rock to enter the gun fortress.
They've noticed that we're Space Marines. That much we can, for sure, be certain of. I don't know what that was trying to light, but I saw a grot running with a torch and was like, nope, absolutely not. Jokes there. And a splatter. Okay, cool. He was trying to blow up the... Oh, this little... He was trying to blow that up. Alright. Those are grenades, right? I don't need them. I'm not using them properly, I'll be honest with you. And I have this problem in Space Marine 2 as well. I'm not good at remembering to, like, utilize grenades. Sometimes makes me a pain in the ass of a companion. Because, in the online part of Space Marine, you can play the, like, versus version, but also there's like side missions being done alongside the campaign, and that's also like you can get paired up with random... Oh gosh, okay, well that's... Hey friends, hey friendos, alright. Okay, you get paired up with like some random people, and then you're doing the missions together. That guy's super chilling, and I need him to stop. Come back here, there we go. There we go, we got him. And so yeah, I want to be a more helpful companion than I am. I think I've got better, but sometimes I just forget that I have things like, you know, grenades. A key element of our arsenal. But, you know.
These cables.
They must be powering orc contraptions across the battlefield.
Sure. Well, let's go shut them down. A drop pod!
Captain, assault support pods were dropped in this area.
I see that. Yes! Give me a jump pack. I want it. Hold B to fire it. Tap right bumper to blast the ground. Blast to the ground. Oh, okay.
Take to the high ground, Captain. We will deal with the orcs down here.
Okay. Alright. Alright. I'll see you. I'm into it. Yeah, you can get like jump pack marines. You can get marines in different types of armor. The biggest and scariest of the armors being Terminator armor, which... Why am I... Alright, there we go. We got there. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take out these the rocket launcher things. Let me get the stalker bolt round. Hello? Can I not use the stalker bolt while I'm equipped with a jump pad? Alright, well that's annoying, but like, fair enough. Alright, now I feel like... Ha! That's what we want. Ow! Let's kill this guy because I need to get some health back. These are rocket boys, or tank buster boys, or something. Whatever they are, they're ruddy annoying. Sorry, desperately needed to heal there. Need you as well. Come here. Thank you so much. Lovely. Very good. Right. That was nearly the end of me.
Space Marines to kill. Kill you for that.
Could you bugger off? Yeah, I guess I just can't, I can't wield my stalker bolter while I've got a jump pack on. Which is okay. Again, irksome, but not the end of the world. I've been left behind. See that? Not waiting for me. Alright, now we're out of here. Thanks, though. Alright, we're almost there, I think. This feels like not the way we're supposed to go, but maybe... Nope, there's nothing here. Excellent. That was a waste of all of our time. Okay. From where? From there? Alright, where's that guy gone? Is there another one up there? Someone's shooting me from somewhere and I need them to stop. Okay. Up and round we go. Find where these cables lead and shut it off.
Go get him, boys!
Didn't see that chappie over there. What are you shooting at? What's that? Oh, this chap. How? Anyone else? We good? We done?
More orcs!
goodness sake. Alright, I think we're done. Lovely.
Here is the rock at last.
Welcome to the rock.
No room for that jump pack, Captain.
Aww.
That rock delivered the orcs right into the gun fortress.
Alright. We are into the belly of the beast, and that is where we are going to leave it, I think, on this one. I'm excited to play through it, get to know who Lieutenant Titus is a little bit more. Because honestly, all my actual knowledge of him... No, Captain Titus is a little bit more. Because all I know about Space Marine, about Titus, is what I've seen on Secret Level and what I've heard from friends. I am excited to get to know the character a little bit more. I'm excited to play through this game. It's a good time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, please do those YouTubey things I mentioned at the beginning. And if you don't know what to write, please write in the comments "For the Emperor," just to let us know you made it this far, and it really helps get the video in front of the right people. Either way, I will see you in the next video. Between now and then, stay safe, stay kind, and be good to each other. I love your faces. Take care.